Companies spend massive amounts of capital and months of aggressive recruiting to finally lock in the perfect candidate. They hunt down flawless resumes and elite technical backgrounds, expecting an immediate return on investment. Yet, 6 months later, that same flawless hire is often isolated. Their productivity drops, their output stalls, and they become disconnected from the core business. The immediate corporate instinct is to point fingers at the individual. Management questions the candidate's work ethic, or they assume there was a fatal flaw in the interview process. But if you place a genius in a vacuum, they still cannot breathe. When an outstanding professional fails to execute, the root cause is rarely a lack of technical skill. The failure is a direct result of the environment they were dropped into. The organizational ecosystem ultimately determines whether the high-end talent you've recruited survives to deliver on its promise. We have to discard the superficial definitions of organizational culture. It has nothing to do with mission statements printed on walls, office perks, or generic HR policies. Culture is a strictly operational business asset. It lives entirely in how your people communicate, how they make decisions, and how they back each other up when timelines compress and pressure mounts. On the left, the standard addition approach. Hiring brilliant people into a rigid structure isolates their knowledge, creating a linear, restricted return. Now shift to the multiplication model. With open communication, one engineer's concept is instantly shared, stress-tested, and optimized by the entire group. This velocity allows teams to solve complex problems and continuously refine their processes, maintaining output even when the market pivots overnight. This shift from addition to multiplication allows individual technical skills to function as a unified, scalable asset for the entire company. Yet, businesses routinely exhaust their budgets on recruitment while remaining completely blind to the ecosystem their new hires are about to enter. The internal symptoms of this neglect appear almost immediately. Communication breaks down, collaboration halts, and teams lock their expertise away behind impenetrable knowledge silos. These internal bottlenecks inevitably bleed outward. Product development drags, innovation stalls out, and the end user is left with an inconsistent, frustrating experience. Employee engagement drops. Your top talent leaves, forcing the business right back into a highly expensive, endless cycle of rehiring for the exact same roles. Ignoring the cultural foundation actively erodes the return on investment of every hiring decision you make, turning massive recruitment budgets into total sunk costs. High-performing organizations solve the perfect hire paradox by engineering a continuous growth cycle. This loop charts the precise path from a strategic hire to sustainable growth. These stages are strictly interdependent. You cannot build a collaborative environment without the right people at the baseline, and you cannot retain those people if the ecosystem itself is toxic. This is exactly where ExpertOnHire operates, securing the exact baseline talent required to ignite this entire growth cycle. By combining AI-assisted talent matching with rigorous portfolio evaluations and structured technical assessments, removing friction from the recruitment gateway, you get verified technical experts whose practical skills have been validated, reducing hiring risk and cutting out the recruitment noise. When the complex mechanics of sourcing technical expertise are handled efficiently, leadership is freed up to do what actually matters, building the organizational environment. Sustainable success relies on an ecosystem that can convert technical skill into long-term results. ExpertOnHire provides the baseline talent for that growth, ensuring the journey begins with smooth hiring and no noise.